I was at La Cantera Mall with my wife, and she came up to me and my wife, and she started yelling at us, telling me that I needed to pay child
Hold on,
support.
Mr. Martinez. The GLE 350 Mercedes, I know you said that your wife drives it and she pays for it, I believe, but whose name is it under?
They're under my wife's names.
Okay, but you purchased it during the marriage, correct?
That is correct, yes.
All right, how about the C300 Mercedes? Whose name is that under?
That's hers. That was hers.
Okay, how about the Honda Civic?
Ms. Leclerc, could you please state your name for the record?
Virginia Leclerc.
And Ms. Leclerc, there was a prior order modifying a suit affecting the parent-child relationship that was signed back in September 17th of 2019. Do you recall that modification and order?
Yes.
Okay. According to that modification, child support was going to start at $628, or it was modified, I should say, to $628 per month, and medical was going to be at $151. Was the $151 to reimburse you for coverage that you had through your employer?
Yes, what happened is that the father was continuously, like, he was providing the health insurance, but then he would default, and when I would have to go to the doctor, it was always it wasn't a valid insurance. So what I did at the time, I was married, so my ex-husband, we put it under his insurance. So I needed to continue the health insurance. So Mr. Martinez was reimbursing me, I believe, like a fraction of the cost of that insurance.
Okay, and so I'm not sure if our child support officer had an opportunity to go over the financial activity report that was provided by the Office of the Attorney General to show payments that were made and not made. Did you have an opportunity to look at that?
Did I have an opportunity to look at the financial report?
The financial activity report that was provided by the Office of the Attorney General. It was also attached to the motion to confirm arrears, this petition.
That's the one from 2019, because the only thing I saw is pretty much the documents that were emailed to me. And then I sent
You want to show it on the screen, Ms. Urubaso?
Yes, let me go
Thank
ahead
you,
and
Ms.
share it.
Urubaso.
Let me go ahead and share it. So this is the financial activity report that was provided by the Office of the Attorney General. Let me open this up, open in browser. Okay, let's see, we got this share. Here we go. Okay, can you see my screen?
Oh,
You may
yes,
have to
that's the one.
enlarge it a little bit. Can you enlarge it a little bit, Ms. Urubaso?
Yes, I will. Better?
Yes.
Okay, great. All right. So, Ms. Leclerc, this is the financial activity report that was provided by the Office of the Attorney General. It has the, wait, this does not look like, no, this is wrong. Sorry. What in the world? Hold on, Your Honor. I'm so sorry. That does not look like the right FINA.
I saw that as a financial report, and it tells you like all the payments that have been applied and the balance from, like, I guess from when the child started till, I guess, the recent payments.
Yes. I'm going to go ahead and show it to you anyway. I just need to get the right one up. I'm so sorry about that. Okay, here we go again. Let me enlarge this. Wait a minute. What the? Oh, God. Sorry. This is not right. Stop sharing. There we go. Okay, sorry about that. Let's see if I can get this unlocked. No, it's not going to let me. Can y'all see that right now, or is it too small?
I can see it.
I can see it.
It's fine.
Okay. All right. So this is a financial activity report. Sorry about that. This has your name, Virginia Leclerc, Mr. Rodolfo's name, Rodolfo Martinez, and then it has the amounts that were due from that prior order starting in what we have here. January of 2019. There looks like there was a judgment. And so let's see, we got any payments here. Child support amounts applied. It looks like there was a collection from potentially the IRS in 2019 for $5,000, and then another one in May of 2019 for another $5,000. Oh God, this is not scrolling either. Sorry about that. Let's see what is happening here. Your Honor, it is not, my screen is not working with me. Let me try to stop sharing and share again. I'm sorry about that.
All right, and Ms. Potteet and Mr. Juarez, you all were looking at the financial exhibit A. First of all, while she shows it again, you all have seen it. Was there going to be any objections to the admissibility into evidence?
No objection, Judge.
Ms.
No,
Potteet? All
No,
right, and while she's doing that, was there a dispute as to the arrears and the payments, or were you all stipulating to the arrears amount?
We're stipulating, Judge.
Yeah,
Ms.
we're
Potteet?
stipulating to the financial report sheet.
Okay.
Excellent. Thank you. Let's try this
Can you
again.
give us the amounts, Ms. Urubaso?
Okay, Your Honor. I'm so sorry. There was,
That's okay, we just need to move the docket along.
okay. So let me go down to the bottom since both parties are agreeing to the arrearage amount. I have as of August 31st, 2025, an amount of $35,229.27. That is for child support arrears. Then we have a medical support arrearage as of August 31st, 2025 in the amount of $24,227.47.
Okay.
Ms. Leclerc, it looks like everyone is stipulating to the amounts that are provided by the financial activity report. Did you receive any payments directly from Mr. Martinez?
Never.
These are the only payments that you received through the disbursement office.
Correct.
Okay, Your Honor, I have no further questions. I'm sorry.
All right, Ms. Potteet and Mr. Juarez, do you all still need the financial statement on the screen for questioning?
I don't, Judge.
I don't believe so, Judge. I just wanted to a clarification. The amounts that were just read into the record, are those from August 31st, so they don't show a reflection of a payment made in September. Is that correct?
Correct.
It does
Correct.
show a payment there. If you notice at the bottom,
Leclerc, no, Ms. Leclerc, you have an attorney and so we can't, just hold off and we'll ask you in a minute. All right, Ms. Potteet, which payment were you, because there's a September, but she's getting her judgment only as of August the 31st. So the August of the 31st, if you see the arrow, is going to reflect what she read into the record.
That's
Since
fine.
they are not asking for arrears amounts after August 31st, we don't need to go into the payments, but we can acknowledge that the money was paid. It's just prior to the time of the judgment.
Yeah, thank you for the clarification.
Thank you, Ms. Urubaso. You can stop sharing.
Your Honor, the state would like to also offer this as Exhibit A.
We already have. It's been admitted into evidence as Exhibit A.
Thank you, Your Honor. That's all I have for Ms. Leclerc. I'll pass the witness.
Okay, Ms. Potteet, did you have any questions of Ms. Leclerc at this time on the arrears? Let's just take it one step at a time, on the arrears.
At this time regarding the arrears, I do not.
Okay, Mr. Juarez, any questions regarding the arrears?
Yes, Your Honor. If I may.
Yes.
Okay, Ms. Leclerc, in regards to child support payments, okay, on November 1st, 2019, in regards to child support payment, would you agree with me that the respondent was to pay $628 in child support?
That is correct, as per the court order.
Right. And would you agree with me that on November 1st, 2019, you did not, the respondent, Mr. Rodolfo Martinez, did not pay $628? Is that right?
I'm not looking at the financial report, but I understand that the payments have not been continuous.
Okay. And I need for you to look at the financial report because I need to make sure that that particular date you did not receive a payment.
Okay.
Objection,
I'm
Your Honor.
logging in.
I thought we were only asking questions in regards to the arrears. This sounds like enforcement
Yeah,
questions.
Mr. Juarez.
All right, Judge, in regard to that, then, in regards to the arrears, just if we're inquiring whether they're calculated properly, then I don't have any I don't have any questions in regards to that, Judge.
Yeah, I think right now the court is just trying to establish whether or not, because we've already admitted the financial statement into evidence. So the
Okay,
parties
Judge.
stipulate the past due amount of Mr. Martinez is $35,229.27 as of August 31st. And in
Yes, sir.
medical is $24,227.47. We aren't getting into payments or anything like that yet.
Yes,
because we
Your
all
Honor.
have to
Then
put
I
on
don't have
there.
any further questions on those
All right.
on those regards.
May, Your
Ms.
Honor,
Urubaso, yes,
I do have a follow-up question, if I may.
yes.
Ms. Leclerc, how much did you or your husband pay for the health insurance premiums?
I believe it was about 100. The total amount for his insurance was 200 and something dollars. But when we actually went to court in front of a judge, the judge, I believe it was ordered to pay 100 and something dollars. It was a portion of that insurance. It was not like the full insurance.
Do you know how much it was just for the child to be covered?
I believe it was about 147, 100 and I can look it up. I have the documents here. But on top of my head, no, I don't remember the amount. But it was about 100 and something dollars. I cannot specify the exact amount.
Well, and Ms. Potteet, I'm not sure where your questioning is going to, but there was a prior order that was dated September 17th, 2019. The court is taking judicial notice of that, and it obligated him to pay $628 a month in child support and $151 in medical.
151. Okay, I just wanted that clarification, and I just wanted to know if the medical had changed from that date till now.
Okay.
But if it stayed the same, then that's fine.
No, that's fine. I thought you were questioning as to why it was more than the amount it cost, which should have been done in a motion for new trial or something like that. But
No.
Ms.
I was just
Leclerc-
wondering if the health insurance had changed. Ms. Leclerc,
Leclerc, the
It
question,
changed. It changed last year. It changed as of July when the child turned 18. I dropped the insurance. So
Okay.
July
it
16th.
did not change.
No, it
All right.
changed until this. I dropped the insurance coverage when the
Ms.
child
Leclerc,
turned.
just a yes or no, just a yes
No.
or no. And Ms. Urubaso, it is strictly a motion for arrears. You don't have a motion to modify on hand, correct?
No, Your Honor, we do not have a motion to modify as the child has
So
already
we've done,
been activated.
we've done the arrears portion.
Yes, Your
Are you done with your line of questioning, Ms. Urubaso?
I am with Miss Leclerc. Yes, I can ask Mr. Martinez just a few questions.
Yes, you may. You may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. Martinez, could you please state your name for the record?
Yes. Rodolfo Martinez, ma'am.
And Mr. Martinez, you had a chance to review that financial activity report. You can put your hand down. It's okay.
Thank
The financial activity report that was provided by the Office of the Attorney General, and you are not in dispute, as your attorney said, to the arrearage amounts. Is that correct?
That is correct.
Okay. All right. I have no further questions.
All right. Ms. Leclerc, do you have any questions of Mr. Martinez?
Not at the moment, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Juarez, any questions?
Uh, I'm sorry, did you ask my, I don't have any questions of it. No.
Okay, all right, then, we can begin the motion for enforcement, just for purposes of the record. The Office of the Attorney General did file a motion for arrears, to confirm arrears. That was their only motion. Mr. Juarez, you have filed a motion for enforcement. So I believe those are the two pending motions before the court, correct?
That's correct, Judge.
All right, so
Yeah.
Mr. Juarez, if you'd like, you can begin your presentation on your motion for enforcement. Who
Yes,
would
Your
you call
Honor.
as your first witness?
My client, and I'd like this honorable court to take judicial notice about documents in the file, specifically what has already been introduced in this hearing.
I can't
Which
take
is-
judicial notice of the entire file, but I can take judicial notice of certain things, and one of them I can take judicial notice of is the prior order.
The prior order, Judge, and also I'd like to incorporate into my hearing the exhibit that has already been introduced.
The financial statement.
That's correct.
Yes, it's being, I'm not taking judicial notice of it, but it's being introduced as an exhibit and it will be attached to the order.
Okay.
Okay,
I'd like to call Ms. Leclerc.
yes, Ms.
Yes.
Leclerc, they're gonna ask you a couple of questions.
Yes.
Can you say your name for the record?
Virginia Leclerc.
Ms. Leclerc, what is your son's name?
His name at birth was Rodolfo Martinez Jr.
Okay, and he's a male, and what is his date of birth?
His male is July 16 of 2006.
Okay, and he is the subject of this cause of action, is that right?
That is correct.
Okay, and we filed the first amended motion for enforcement, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, now, in regards to that, there was a prior order, is that correct?
Yes.
And that was on November 21st, 2011?
Yes.
Okay, and then after that, there was a, and then after that, there was a subsequent hearings, is that right?
Yeah, there was a hearing after.
Okay, in fact, there was a temporary order ensued for modification of support order and to confirm support arrearage, is that correct?
Yes.
Okay, and on that particular order, there was there was an order that Mr. Rodolfo Martinez Jr. was to pay child support, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, and just for the record, he is a father, he is the father, correct?
Rodolfo Martinez is the biological father, yes, of Rodolfo Martinez Jr.
Okay. Now, in regards to this particular case, specifically on November
and-
1st,
And Mr. Martinez, hold on a second. The court will take judicial notice of the first amended motion for enforcement. However, I don't know if there was a prior judgment on the arrears, so I don't know if some of this questioning would be res judicata. Were you going to be trying to enforce as your 2011 order or your 2019?
no, I'm gonna start with a 2019 order, Judge, so it's not a
Okay, so
res
then any
judicata.
questioning for 2011, yeah, we'll just
Right,
not get into. You may proceed.
that's correct. Okay, so on November 1st, 2019, was the respondent, Mr. Martinez, was he ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
On November 1st, 2019, on that particular date, did he pay $628?
Well, he's been very inconsistent with his payments, but
I understand, but in order for us to prove the amended motion, we need to be very specific as whether he paid or he did not. On that date.
no, there's
ma'am,
not a payment for that day.
Right,
All right,
and
now,
did you
Ms.
receive,
Leclerc, the questions are strictly yes or no questions, okay?
Okay.
so did he pay?
No.
Okay. Now, on December 1st, 2019, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 on child support on that date?
Yes.
And did he pay the $628?
No.
Okay, on January 1st, 2020, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
Did Mr. Martinez pay on January 1st, 2020, $628 in child support?
No.
On February 1st, 2020, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
On February 1st, 2020, did Mr. Martinez make a payment of $628 in child support?
No.
Okay, on March 1st, 2020, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
On that date, March 1st, 2020, did Mr. Martinez make a payment of $628?
No.
On November 1st, 2021, did Mr. Martinez, was he ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
Did Mr. Martinez on November 1st, 2021, pay $628 as he was ordered?
No.
Okay, on December 1st, 2021, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628?
Yes.
Did Mr. Martinez pay on December 1st, 2021, $628 towards child support?
No.
Okay, on January 1st, 2022, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628?
Yes.
On that particular date, no, January 1st, 2022, did Mr. Martinez pay $628?
No.
On February 1st, 2022, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 for child support in this cause of action?
Yes.
On that particular date, February 1st, 2022, did Mr. Martinez make a payment of $628 towards his child support?
No.
On March 1st, 2022, did Mr. Martinez make a payment of $628?
No.
Was he ordered to pay that amount for child
Yes.
support?
Yes.
On November 1st, 2023, did Mr. Martinez make any child support payment on that date?
In November of 2023?
That's correct.
No.
Was he ordered to pay on November 1st of 2023, $628?
Yes, he was ordered.
On December 1st, 2023, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
On that date, December 1st, 2023, did Mr. Martinez pay $628?
No.
On January 1st of 2024, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
On that date, January 1st, 2024, did Mr. Martinez pay $628?
No.
On February 1st of 2024, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
And on that date, on February 1st, 2024, did Mr. Martinez make a payment of $628?
No.
On March 1st, 2024, was Mr. Martinez ordered to pay $628 in child support?
Yes.
And on that date, did he make payment of $628?
No.
Okay, so would you agree with me that as of July 31st, 2025, there was a Mr. Martinez owed $59,527.37. Do you agree with me on that?
Yes.
Right. And now the way we come up with those amount, that amount is we basically give him we figure out how much he was supposed to pay child support. Is that correct?
Yes.
And then we subtract any payments that he made, correct?
Correct.
Okay, so what was his history in when he gave payment? Like, when did it happen?
When did it happen? His payments were very inconsistent. So my understanding, most of the payments were either done right before we would have to go to court, like every 3 years. We would have 2-3 months prior to court. We will make $200, $300 payments. I did get a couple of lump sums back in about 2019 when the previous attorney represented. I believe he was ordered to pay me $10,000 within a certain time period, and then he made a payment. Earlier this year, I believe March or April, I also had a virtual, I guess, like a negotiator from child support, and he made a couple of payments. And then after that, he stopped making payments. That's when I retained of your services so that you could help me enforce this on this matter.
Okay, so would you agree with me that the only time that Mr. Martinez makes payments, it's either through lump sum or when we're getting to court. Is that correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now having said that, has Mr. Martinez ever been held in contempt of court? Meaning, has a judge ever ordered any type of punishment because he has failed to pay?
Not that I know of, no. There's
Okay.
never been,
Are you requesting the court to find him in contempt of court for failing to pay the child support?
at this time, yes.
Okay, and in those regards, are you specifically asking that he be held in contempt of court because of July 31st, 2025, Mr. Martinez failed to pay $59,527.37? Is that correct?
Yes, it is correct.
And would you agree with me that the respondent has been in arrears for more than 30 days for some portion of the amount due and is in arrears for an amount equal to at least 1 month's support? Is that correct?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, would you also agree with me that you listed 15 separate violations in your petition?
Yes,
And on each violation, you're asking that the respondent be held in contempt and be jailed for up to 180 days for each violation? Is that what you're asking?
yes,
And you're asking, and he be fined up to $500? Is that
Correct.
correct? Okay, and you're asking that these terms run consecutive? Is that right?
yes,
Okay, are you requesting that if the judge chooses not to, in the alternative, that if instead of directly issuing a contempt order for him being fined, that if he were to be, that we wouldn't have an issue if he were to be placed on some kind of a community supervision for 10 years?
correct.
And so that if he fails to make a lump sum payment and some amount that he will, then we can ask the judge to automatically jail him.
Correct.
But our first request is that he be jailed immediately, correct?
If possible,
Okay. Now in regards to that, what is your understanding that Mr. Leclerc, does he work? What is your understanding?
Mr. Who? Mr. Martinez?
I'm sorry, Mr. Martinez, yes. I apologize. Where does he work?
To my understanding, Mr. Martinez is an active real estate agent in San Antonio.
So it's your understanding that he has a license?
He does. He has an active license.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. And in regards to that, what leads you to believe that he is an active real estate agent?
There is a portal that you can actually monitor and see any active real estate agents, and it goes by the name, their phone number, and he shows listed. He is also active on social media, and if you go to like for example, Zillow, whatever other real estate market, you can see where he is. He has different listings, recent listings. I can go as recent as maybe late August, where he is selling properties. I did come across a report where Mr. Martinez has sold, I believe, about 33 homes in this year.
33 homes this year?
Approximately, yes. Under Premier Realty Group. I did show his license number being Texas license 633-911. A lot of these he has represented the buyer. Homes were sold back in August of 29th, July 28th of 2025, July the 3rd,
Your Honor.
2025.
Objection, Your Honor, narrative and assumes facts not in evidence yet.
And plus it may be hearsay. Objection sustained.
Okay, now, in regards to your understanding, only if, we'll strike that. Do you know if Mr. Martinez has a vehicle?
I do know that he has a couple of vehicles. Not sure if they're registered under his name, but I believe there is a, when I brought it up to court last time, it was a Honda Civic and a Mercedes Benz.
Okay, a Honda Civic and a Mercedes Benz. Okay, and do you know if he has a home?
He does. There is a property listed in San Antonio under the 5107 Erickson Bluff in San Antonio, 78247. It's registered under Rodolfo Martinez and Elia Martinez.
Okay. And no, give me 1 second. I pass the witness.
Ms. Potteet, do you have any questions of her?
Yes, Your Honor.
You may proceed.
Thank you. Ms. Leclerc, a couple of preliminary questions. The child is 19 years old right now, is that correct?
Yes,
And the child currently does not live with you, correct?
for college purposes, correct.
Yes, it's just yes or no.
No,
Okay. The child is currently incarcerated, is that correct?
incorrect.
Okay. Was the child recently incarcerated?
Incorrect.
Okay, so the child has never been incarcerated in the past 3 years.
That is
Okay.
correct. Not incarcerated.
Okay. And so where's the child right now?
He is living in San Antonio, Texas, attending the University of Texas in San Antonio.
Has the child ever been arrested?
No,
Objection, Your Honor.
Your
Uh,
objection,
then-
Mr. Juarez.
Yeah, relevance, Judge.
Ms. Potteet, your relevance on an enforcement.
I was just trying to obtain some factual background information as to the child currently, but I'll move on, Your Honor.
Yeah, objection sustained.
Ms. Leclerc, you recently testified that you would prefer to send Mr. Martinez to jail. Is that correct?
if it's a yes or no question, yes,
Okay. And you're aware that while he's in jail, he's not able to provide payment for child support, correct?
Objection, assuming facts, not into evidence.
You did question her on whether she wanted him in jail, so objection overruled. You may continue, Ms. Potteet.
No, Judge, but it's automatically saying that he's not gonna pay when he's in jail. And my experience is that's when people pay, is when they're in jail.
well, he's not paying right now. And he's
Ms.
not in jail.
Leclerc,
He's not paying.
don't respond.
Sorry.
Ms.
I'm sorry,
Leclerc,
Judge.
no, it's not you, Mr. Juarez. Ms. Leclerc, do not respond when the attorneys are stating their objections. All right,
Okay.
so the question was whether if he's in jail, the question to her was, you do know whether he's not gonna pay. And Mr. Juarez,
Speculation.
your objection was,
Speculation, Judge. How, it's not true. Just
Can
because you're in jail.
rephrase my question.
okay, she's gonna rephrase it.
Ms. Leclerc, while a person is in jail, are they able to work in their employment?
I'm not sure.
So do you believe that Mr. Martinez is able to have substantial employment while in prison? Is that your belief?
He probably can inside jail. Yes,
Okay. And so your belief is that while he's in jail, he's going to be able to make payments of $628, I believe, dollars monthly while he's in jail. That's your belief?
there's a possibility.
Okay. And so for 180 days jailed for 15 violations, that would amount to 2,700 days in jail. Is that correct?
Let me make the math and I'll tell you in a minute. So you're looking at 180 times 15 violations, that's 2007. That is correct.
Okay. And so there's a potential that you could or could not get paid child support while he's in jail for 2,700 days, correct?
That is fine.
Okay. And you're okay with that?
Yes,
Okay. So this isn't about him paying his child support, right?
Objection, Your Honor. Relevance.
Ms. Potteet, your response to the objection.
Your Honor, this is relevance because it suggests retaliatory motive. I'm just setting the scene for it. So
Objection overruled. You may continue.
So, Ms. Leclerc, this isn't about you receiving child support, right? This is about you wanting to see him in jail.
Objection, Your
Potteet,
Honor. Asked and
I
answered.
have
Allow
not,
that one question, Ms. Lecter, that's either a yes or no.
no,
Okay. We can move on, Ms. Potteet.
Yeah.
Because I believe the elements on the motion for enforcement was there a court order that obligated him to pay child support? Did he pay it or not?
Ms. Leclerc, before this enforcement was filed, since 2019 to now, have you attempted to reach out to Mr. Martinez at all in trying to get payment?
No,
Okay, so you made 0 attempts to get payment. Is that correct? That's what-
correct, because there's no communication.
Okay, so would you agree that the child's basic needs were met throughout that time? Is that correct?
They were through me, yes.
Okay. And isn't it true that in 2019 you did receive 2 $5,000 payments?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And are you also well aware that of the COVID-19 pandemic that occurred around 2019, 2020 time?
Yes, I'm aware.
Okay. And you testified earlier that you were aware that Mr. Martinez has an active real estate license and that is his profession, correct?
There's active, that's, yeah.
Okay. Do you have personal knowledge, or are you aware that the real estate industry was hit particularly hard during the COVID-19 pandemic?
I'm unsure.
Okay. But that is around the time you did notice a drop of his payments, correct?
Incorrect.
So you did not testify earlier that around the end of 2019, beginning of 2020, all throughout that time, you did not testify that he missed payments?
For the last 5 years, we've missed payments.
Okay, so
Or
specifically,
since the 2019,
okay, so
inconsistent.
okay, so he had inconsistent payments since 2019.
Inconsistent payment, yes.
Okay. And isn't it true that when you guys went to court to try to mediate this case, he offered you a lump sum payment, but you refused? Is that correct?
When are we referring this to the March with the mediator?
There was
Or can you specify?
I can specify. There was 2 instances. There was the hearing with the Office of Attorney General end of last year, and then there was a meeting earlier this year.
That is correct.
Okay. And you refused both times a lump sum payment from Mr. Martinez.
Judge, I'm gonna object to this line of questioning because it's
Yeah,
talking
it may
about,
be negotiation.
right, that's negotiation, Judge.
So objection sustained.
Okay.
And besides, I think the order, I'm not sure, I'm almost sure that the order would reflect that the payment should have gone through the disbursement unit.
It did, Your Honor. Are we clarifying regarding the two $5,000 payments question that I made?
No, she's already asked and answered, and there were no objections to that one. I think the question right now that you were asking is whether or not she was offered payments through negotiations and that she turned them down.
Correct. And so, Ms. Leclerc, you've turned down good faith attempts to negotiate in turn because you want jail time, right?
Objection, Your Honor.
Incorrect.
Objection sustained.
Okay. I'll move on. I'll just ask a couple of foundational questions of
Okay, you may proceed.
Ms. Leclerc, are you currently employed?
I am.
Okay, what is your current job title?
Does it matter?
You need to answer that, Ms. Leckler. How are
Director
you-
of Operations,
Okay, how long have you been working as a director of operations?
23 years.
Okay, and what is your monthly income?
It fluctuates. I don't have a consistent monthly amount.
Rough estimate is fine.
Of, I don't know, 6,700.
And you have a spouse, is that correct?
Not at the moment.
Okay, do you have any other children?
I do not.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Urubaso, do you have any questions for Ms. Leclerc?
No, Your Honor, not in regards to the enforcement issues.
All right, Mr. Juarez, do you have any other witnesses on your enforcement motion?
Judge, I'd just like, if I could be allowed to question Ms. Leclerc, just a couple questions, Judge.
Okay.
Ms. Leclerc, are you asking this court that, that Mr. Martinez pay a lump sum?
Correct.
How much are you asking that he pay?
Whatever the judge feels it's fair due to, based on the amount that is due.
Okay,
But I have been offered very small amounts, for the amount, and that is the
We're not
reason.
getting into a negotiation,
I'm,
okay?
I'm just asking if there's an amount that you're asking, and this is your time to tell the judge. Is there an amount?
30,000,
Okay, you're asking for 30,000. Okay,
maybe,
no further
or
questions.
20.
No further questions, Judge.
All right. Do you have any other witnesses, Mr. Juarez?
Yes, I'd like to call Mr. Rodolfo Martinez.
All right, you may proceed.
Can you state your name for the record?
Rodolfo Martinez,
Mr. Martinez, where do you reside?
5107 Erickson Bluff, San
Okay,
Antonio, Texas, 78247.
who do you live with?
I live with my wife and 3 children.
Do you own the home?
No, sir, I make payments on that home.
How much is the house worth?
The house is worth probably about $350,000.
How much do you owe on it?
I owe maybe about $325,000.
You're in the real estate business, correct?
I'm in the real estate business, yes.
You agree with me that your house has at least $25,000 in equity, correct?
No, it doesn't have $25,000 in equity. I
How
wouldn't know.
much do you, how much do you believe it has in equity, your house?
I mean, I owe it all.
I'm not asking if you owe it all. I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Okay, you testified that the house is worth 350,000, correct?
Roughly.
Right, and
347, 350, correct.
right, 350, right? And
Correct.
when I asked you how much you owed on it, you didn't say 350, you said 325,000. Isn't
That is
that your
correct.
testimony? Right,
That
would
is
you
correct.
agree with me that the house has equity then?
I mean, from what I understand from the loan process, they give you 80% of the value, right? And so
I'm not asking about the loan process. I'm asking about equity. Does it have at least $25,000 in equity? That's what I'm asking.
I mean, I don't understand your question because I owe that.
Well, it's very simple,
property.
Mr. Martinez. That's what I'm asking. Is if a house is worth $350,000, like you said your house is worth, and you owe $325,000, wouldn't it then lead to believe that there is $25,000 in equity? I'm not asking about loans. I'm not asking
No.
how much it would take.
I don't believe that there's 25,000. No, sir.
Okay. Now, do you own how many vehicles do you own?
I have one vehicle that I own.
Okay, what kind of vehicle is it?
That is a Honda Civic.
Okay, and do you how much is that worth?
That vehicle is probably worth about 15,000 or no, hold on. It's probably worth about $25,000.
Okay, how much do you owe on it?
I owe about 30,000 on it.
Okay, so you would agree with me that that's upside down, correct? Meaning
That
that
is
there's no
correct, yes.
equity on it, right? How much is your monthly payments on that?
The monthly payment on that is about $560.
$560. Okay, how much is your mortgage payment?
The mortgage payment is about $2,300.
Okay. Does anybody in your house or do you, anybody in your house or you drive a Mercedes?
I do drive a Mercedes.
Okay, and whose vehicle is that?
That is my wife's vehicle.
Okay, and you drive it, correct?
That is correct.
Okay, and you bought it during the marriage, right?
That is correct, yes.
Okay, now how
Well,
much
my
is owed
wife
on
bought
that
it during the
vehicle?
marriage. Let me read.
Right.
My wife bought it during the marriage, correct?
Right. And on the Mercedes, how much is owed on that Mercedes?
About $7,000.
How much is it worth?
I don't know how much it's worth. No, sir.
What year is it?
It is a 2019, sir.
And what kind of class is it?
It is a C300, sir.
Okay. And how much do you pay a month on that?
I don't know. My wife, she makes the payments on those, so she probably pays about $250.
Okay. How much you pay electricity every month?
I'm not aware, maybe about $250 to $280.
Okay. And how much you pay in cell phone?
Cell phone payment is about $185.
Okay. What about insurance?
Insurance has gone up, and so it's roughly about $1,000 a month, 980 to
And what do you
1,000.
pay insurance for?
For the vehicles,
How many vehicles besides the Mercedes and the Honda Civic?
one more vehicle, so there's 3 in total.
What's the name? What kind of vehicle is it?
It's a GLE 350 Mercedes. It's an SUV,
How much is that worth?
maybe about $55,000,
And how much is owed on it?
about 60,
Okay.
65.
And how much do you pay on that vehicle?
She pays about $1,200 a month.
Okay. And who drives that SUV Mercedes?
That's what my wife drives.
Okay. Who drives the Honda Civic?
My son drives the Honda Civic.
Okay. How many vehicles have you gotten? The son that you have with Ms. Leclerc?
How many vehicles?
Yeah.
He's had 2 vehicles in his life.
No, I'm asking how many have you paid for?
For Rodolfo Martinez Jr.,
Yes.
no vehicle, sir.
Okay. Now, would you agree with me that, okay, where do you work?
Right now, I work at HEB.
What do you do at HEB?
I work as a deli clerk.
Okay, and how much do you make
I make $16.50
an hour?
an hour. That is
How
correct.
long have you been working there at HEB as a deli clerk?
I've been there for 2 weeks now.
2 weeks?
That is correct. Yes, sir.
Okay,
Oh,
did you get
I'm
that
sorry.
job?
I'm going on 3 weeks. This is my 3rd
3
week.
weeks. Did you get that job because you were coming to court?
I got that job because I want to fulfill my obligation to the child support. And so working a full-time job and having my payments directly come out of my employer is the best way for me to be able to pay that. Yes, that is correct, sir.
Okay, and I guess, do you still have a active license as a real estate agent?
I do, but I probably won't have one.
I didn't ask anything else, but whether it's all I asked is whether it's active.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay, what was the last home that you sold using that real estate license?
I don't recall, sir.
Okay, was it a rough
It
estimate like a month
I don't
ago?
know. It was a little house.
No, I'm not asking if it was a little house. I'm asking how long ago? Like, is a month ago, a week ago, 2 weeks ago,
This was a month ago,
or 1 month ago?
August.
Okay, in August.
Right.
Okay,
Yes,
all right. And you made commission out of that house, correct?
that is correct.
Okay. Now, you heard every violation that Ms.
Hold on a
Leclerc
minute,
tested.
hold on, Mr. Juarez. Mr. Martinez, how much commission did you make on the sale of that house that you just sold a month ago?
It was maybe about $6,000, ma'am.
All right. You may
Okay,
continue,
now-
Mr. Juarez.
Okay, aside from that one a month ago, prior to that, what was your previous house or previous real estate that you're in commission?
I don't recall, sir.
What do you, in this year, how many? Okay, so in the real estate business that you have, do you sell homes or what do you sell?
I sell homes. That is correct.
Okay.
Yes.
how many homes would you say that you've sold from January 2025 to the present?
I don't recall, sir.
Rough estimate. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Maybe, I don't know. I'd have to check.
Yeah, just give me a rough estimate. Is it more than 10?
No, sir.
Less than 5?
Maybe about 5 or 6. Yes, sir.
Okay, 5 or 6. And generally, how much do you make commission on each of the homes?
Maybe about $5,000-6,000. Correct.
5. Okay. Aside from working at HEB, are you still selling homes?
No, sir. I'm going to be working HEB full time.
Okay, so if you've sold 5 homes up till now, and each home you get 5 to 6,000, you've made a commission about $36,000 so far. Is that right?
No,
this
sir,
year.
because I have to pay taxes on all that. Yes, sir.
Right. Okay. While you're working, how much did you
And I'm
make last
sorry,
year?
can I plug in my computer? Because I'm getting a low battery for my computer. Let me plug it in.
In the meantime, Ms. Urubasa, do you have any other agreed orders that we can do? So we won't keep people waiting.
Your Honor, we have defaults.
Okay.
Mhm.
While he's plugging in Ms. Potita and Mr. Juarez, let me go ahead and take at least one default. Ms. Urubasa, which one is it?
We're gonna do Isabel's.
Is it it's not a Spanish speaking, right?
No,
And what is it, a motion to modify?
Isabel's is a, let me see.
Quickly. Just have them ready. What is
It's
it?
a Motion to modify and reduce arrears to
Okay,
judgment.
we'll wait on that one.
Okay,
Any other ones? I can tell you the ones that on case number,
Elsa had a default, and then that's to be had a default. These are all like radums, Your Honor.
okay, how about the one where they had a proposed agreement, the Calderon case?
I got them to sign off on that one, Your Honor. And the
Okay,
attorney.
we'll read it into the record.
Okay,
All right.
let me see. So that one was Catherine.
How about the one with Mr. Rodriguez? 13?
That one was that they signed off on that one. That was Elsa's.
Okay.
Yes.
Then we'll read that one to the record. So they're all defaults. Mr. Garcia is, Mr. Martinez is back. We'll just
I am
continue
back.
with this one.
Yes.
All right. Mr. Juarez, you may continue with your questioning.
Thank you. Mr. Martinez,
Correct.
Let's see. You heard Ms. Leclerc testify of 15 separate violations where you failed to pay your child support on certain dates.
Correct.
Do you disagree with that testimony?
No, sir. Right now, there's a lot of information with these numbers and the payments not being met. And so I will agree because I agree to the amount that's owed, right? And so my goal moving forward is to get that paid.
Okay, I understand that. So you agree
Yeah.
that you violated the order 15 times, correct?
I mean, I've missed payments. That is correct.
No, that's not my question. I know you've missed payments. My question is that you would agree that you violated the order at least 15 times.
That's what it says. Yes, sir.
I'm not asking what it says. I'm asking if you agree with that.
I will agree. Yes, sir.
Okay. Judge, no further questions.
All right, Ms. Potteet, do you have any questions of your client?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Okay, you may proceed.
Mr. Martinez, when did you move to San Antonio?
I've lived in San Antonio for the majority of my life.
Okay. Did you used to live anywhere else?
I used to live in Eagle Pass, correct.
Did you ever have an opportunity to foster a relationship with the child while you were there?
No, ma'am, none whatsoever.
Objection, Your Honor, relevance?
Objection sustained.
And so, Mr. Martinez, you testified earlier that you worked as a real estate agent as your profession, correct?
That is correct.
Were you working as a real estate agent prior to 2020?
Yes,
And did you receive higher commissions during that time in 2019, 2020 time?
not as much, no, ma'am.
Okay, and why is that?
It's a hard business. It's a hard world. The real estate world is not easy, and it's hard.
Did the COVID-19 pandemic make that even harder on your real estate business?
Yes, it did.
And can you explain how that affected your income and finances in the 2019, 2020 time?
I mean, we couldn't work. People were not allowed to go out. People were not allowed to, be in public. And so the pandemic just put a fear in a lot of people that, nobody wanted to be out and about.
And so after your income dropped, what steps did you take to try to continue meeting your obligations?
I mean, I've been trying to make the payments as I could, my wife, she's tried to help me out so that I could pay. And I've just been trying to keep up with the obligation. And so finally I decided that I needed to get this paid, and I wanted to get a full-time job so that I could secure payment for that, so that at least I know that the payment would go out directly for my employer. And then hopefully I can make a career with HEB and retire from there. I'm gonna be 50 very soon. And so I'm getting tired, and so that I figured I'd get me into a career where at least I can retire from, or have a decent income, because it's been hard. Yes.
And after the real estate business started going down, did you obtain a job elsewhere?
I did. I tried working at Wyndham.
Okay, and while you were working at Wyndham, were you making more consistent payments on your child support?
I was going to start. That is correct. Yes.
I believe the question was, did you
Right.
make more payments, not whether you were gonna start?
Yes. There's payments that came out from my paycheck. That is correct. Yes.
Okay, so there are payments ranging, and I'm not going to go through all of them just for the time of the court, but there are payments ranging from the end of 2019 to the beginning of 2020.
All right, and Ms. Poteet, because this is an enforcement, you have to get into the date of those payments. Because on direct questioning, Mr. or Ms. Leclerc testified for each specific month that he had not made payment. So you will have to get into exact date.
Okay. And Your Honor, if as an aside, would you let me know if timing is an issue? I just want to make sure I don't.
Well, we're here on this case. We do have other
Okay.
cases, they're defaults. If you all don't have any, to have to be in any other court, we can continue.
I'll continue. So, Mr. Martinez, on June 4th, 2019, you made a payment of $1,077, correct?
That is correct. Yes.
And on July 18th, 2019, you made a payment of $248.77, correct?
That is correct.
What was the date? July what?
July 18th, 2019.
Okay.
And on August 1st, 2019, you made a payment of $248.77.
That is correct.
And on August 15th, 2019, you made a payment of $248.77.
That is correct.
On September 12th, 2019, you made a payment of $232.67.
Yes.
And then in May 18th, 2020, you made a payment of $1,700. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. And so, Mr. Martinez, during that time, you looked for other employment, correct?
I did,
And you obtained that employment,
yes,
and through that employment, you were able to make some payments towards your child support, correct?
yes.
Did anyone ask you to make those payments?
No, ma'am, I made them voluntarily.
And so you did your due diligence. Once you realized that you were not making enough money, you wanted to make sure that you sent something for your obligation, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And do you currently support a household?
Yes, I do.
You testified earlier that you have a wife and 3 kids, is that correct?
That is correct.
And in addition to that, you have the child support payments for the child of this suit, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. Were there times during the times that you were unable to make those payments in 2019 to the 2020 time? Were there times where you had to prioritize food, housing, and utilities for your family?
That is correct, yes.
And after the job at Wyndham, what did you do for work?
I've been looking for full-time employment with somewhere else, and so I finally got it at HEB.
Okay. How long have you been trying to obtain employment at HEB?
Oh, countless of times. It took me a long time to be able to get in there, but I was able to finally get in.
How many interviews did you have to conduct in order to get this employment?
I submitted employment, well, interviews, I had to do 2 interviews,
Okay.
but I submitted employment like 15 to 20 different times.
Okay. And have you been applying at other jobs?
I am applying at other jobs, yes.
Okay. So your plan moving forward is to work 2 jobs.
That is correct, yes.
Okay. What is the real estate market like right now?
Horrible.
And
I'm gonna be working a full-time job because I need to make my payments and my bills and I need to work a full-time job.
okay. And so is your plan moving forward that you will be working 2 jobs and your wife will also be assisting you in providing for the household?
That is correct, yes, ma'am.
Okay. And you are doing this so you can try and pay off your child support as soon as possible?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. And based on your expenses and based on your income, you by yourself are negative, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
So you cannot sustain your reasonable minimal needs by yourself, is that correct?
No, it's been hard.
Okay. But you are still acknowledging that you want to make payments towards your child support.
Yes, that is correct.
Have you ever tried to avoid paying your child support?
Never, ma'am. No.
Have you ever evaded service?
No, ma'am. I've always been present.
Have you attended every hearing with the OAG?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you acknowledge that you owe child support?
I do, ma'am. Yes.
What is your long-term plan for paying off this child support debt?
Right now, I feel that the consistency is going to be from my full-time job. And so working full-time, having it come out of my paycheck is the one way I will guarantee that she will be getting her child support. And again, if they hire me full-time where I can get more than 40 hours, then I would like to supplement and pay more towards it so that I can pay it off as soon as possible.
So are you agreeing to a garnishment of wages in order to pay your child support?
That is correct, yes.
And if you obtain a second employment, do you agree for a garnishment of wages from that employer's paychecks?
Yes, that is correct, yes.
So are you making an effort to stabilize your financial situation as it is right now?
I am, yes.
And so what are you asking the court maintain your child support payments at monthly moving forward?
I feel that if I can pay $200 a week, because I get paid weekly from HEB, that'll be able to substantiate or give $800 towards the child support payment and towards the medical. So if $400 could go towards child support and $400 towards the medical, then that'll Hopefully I'll be able to pay that off as soon as possible.
So that is roughly about 50% of your paycheck, is that correct?
That is correct, yes. I
Okay.
want to fulfill this obligation at this point.
Okay, so you are seeking that 50% of your paycheck be garnished so you can pay down the child support and medical support owed.
That is correct, yes.
And is this a realistic and affordable payment plan for you right now?
It's no,
Okay, how?
it's just, I mean, I'm not making it, right? And so, but right now, for the sake of paying the child support, I'm gonna sacrifice and then get me the second job that I need so that I can make ends meet and do what I need to do.
So you are only scraping by with your minimal needs, correct?
That is correct.
Okay. If you heard earlier the testimony that Ms. Leclerc was requesting that you be jailed, is that correct?
That is correct, yes.
In your personal knowledge, how realistic is it for you to be able to make child support payments if you are sent to jail?
I won't be able to, no.
Would
It'll ruin me. It'll ruin my family.
Would HEB continue your employment if you were sent to jail for 2,700 days?
It will ruin me, yes.
The question is, would HEB continue your employment?
Yes, no, they wouldn't continue my employment. I would be fired.
Okay, so if you were sent to jail for 2,700 days, you would be fired from your job.
That is correct, yes.
And once you get out of jail, would you have a job?
No, ma'am.
So would you still owe that child support?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. So you would still be in debt and with no job and potentially without a family. Is that correct?
Yes,
Okay. So is it your intention to fully comply with the child support orders moving forward?
that is correct, yes.
Okay. No further questions, Your Honor.
Ms. Urubaso, do you have any questions?
Oh, sorry. No, Your Honor, I do not.
All right, Mr. Juarez, do you have any follow-up questions or cross-examination, I'm sorry, of Mr. Martinez?
Yes, Your Honor. Okay, I know that you testified about it being difficult in 2019 and 2020 because of COVID. My question to you is, you would agree with me that by 2023 and 2024, that we didn't have the same issues with COVID. You would agree with me, right?
No, COVID was, I mean, it finished, correct.
Right. Okay. And you testified that you're barely scraping by with a minimal, right?
That is correct, yes, sir.
Right. Yet you live in a $350,000 home, right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Paying $2,300 a month, correct?
Yes,
Yeah, you're barely meeting the minimum. You're barely scraping by, but both you and your wife are driving Mercedes-Benz, correct?
that is correct, yes, sir.
One that's worth $55,000,
That is correct, sir.
right? And you're paying $1,200
My wife is
out of
paying
that vehicle,
$1,200, correct, yes.
right?
Correct. And if
All
I
right,
don't,
and
wife,
and
and
I'm
if I
not,
don't-
I'm
okay, go
objection
ahead.
non-responsive.
Okay,
Objection sustained.
Okay, now. The question was asked is if you were ever asked to make payments and you said that you were never asked, and then they asked you, and did you make those payments? And you testified yes. Do you remember that line of questioning?
no, sir, I don't.
Okay, well, you know that you've been asked to make child support payments from the get-go, from the beginning through a court order, right?
That is correct, yes, sir.
And you're supposed to be making them every month, regardless of whether you're being brought to court or not, correct?
That is correct, yes, sir.
Okay, and you're saying that from now, you're gonna get 2 jobs,
No, sir, I
Correct.
have one job right now with HEB, correct.
right? But you're looking at getting 2 jobs, correct?
That is correct, yes, sir.
Okay, so my question to you is, back in 2023, were you absolutely, let me just make sure that I have this. In 2023, the year 2023, from January 2023 to August of 2023, those first 8 months, why weren't you trying to get 2 jobs at that time?
Because I was trying to make it, sir, in the real estate business.
Right. Well, and my question to you, at that time, you made 0 payments,
Correct?
right? And then again, from October 1st, 2023,
And I'm not
all
looking
the
at this
way
data.
till
What data are you looking at?
to
What information are you looking at?
objection not responsive. You do understand
Rephrase
that
your
you don't get,
question, Mr. Juarez, rephrase your question.
okay. What I'm trying to get at is that in regards to why are you trying to do more now than what you did all these other times?
Sir,
That's what
because
I'm
what
trying
I
to
was
figure out.
doing before was not working, and I had this bill that I needed to pay.
Right,
And
and you
so
would
if
agree
I
with me
don't
that
pay
now
this
you're
bill, if I don't pay
Right.
this bill, I do not
What
want to go
happens?
to jail.
right. So jail is
I
the
have a
motivating
family that I
factor.
need to try to support.
Let's
and
not
my
talk
Right,
over
would-
each other. Mr.
sir.
Martinez,
Yes,
hold
ma'am.
on until he asks you the question.
Right.
Yes,
And
So
ma'am.
you
Mr.
would
Juarez, let him respond.
Right. So you would agree with me that the greatest motivating factor for you right now, what has you up, even almost in tears, Mr. Martinez, is this thing about you going to jail, right?
No, sir, and I'm going to rephrase to you what you just said. What has me in fear is my wife and my kids. I don't want to lose my family because I go to jail. Because I
Right,
have
right.
the opportunity to work at HEB right now so that I can make this right. And I
Right. And
want
so,
the opportunity to make it right.
But for that, you wouldn't be in fear,
My
right?
family is what has me motivated, sir.
Right.
My wife
Exactly.
and my 3
Exactly.
kids.
Asked and answered. Do you have another question, Mr. Juarez?
Okay. Judge, no, I don't have any further questions, Judge.
Ms. Cootie,
Okay.
any follow-up questions of Mr. Martinez?
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
Oh,
may-
I'm sorry. Okay. I apologize, Judge.
Mr.
That's okay.
Martinez, isn't it true that on September 19, 2023, you made a payment of $6,468.10?
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so in 2023, you did make a payment. It was a substantial payment.
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. During this time, were you trying to lift your real estate business up?
I've been trying.
Because you would essentially be making more money doing real estate than working hourly at Wyndham. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And isn't it true that in June 4th, 2024, you made a payment of $4,000?
That is correct, ma'am.
Okay. And isn't it true that in October 3rd, 2024, you made a payment of $1,000?
That is correct, ma'am. Yes.
Okay. And these payments were within your means at the time?
With my wife and myself, yes. Mainly my wife, correct.
Okay. So you and your wife were helping each other to meet this obligation as well as continue your household?
That is correct, yes.
Okay. Do you have plans to downsize your assets in accordance with your new lifestyle and income?
The way things are going right now, yes, that might be something that we're gonna do. And again, for the record, right now, my situation at home with my wife is not looking the best because of the situations that we're in.
So this has caused a rift between in your marriage. Is that correct? Okay. And is that the driving force for you wanting to get this debt paid? Do you need a minute?
Ms. Urubaso, while he's taking a moment, can you share the financial statement again on the screen, please?
I will, Your Honor. Let me do that right now.
And now, Mr. Martinez, you never paid her any monies directly. Any monies that you sent was through the disbursement unit, correct? Okay. Let me just take a look at it one more time.
Yes. This is yes and yes. Okay.
Right. And go back, you all are going back as of August 31st, 2025. So start there for me.
Okay, Your Honor, let me scroll down here. Oh my.
Again, it's not gonna let you.
Yeah, it's because I have to upload it in a different manner. Sorry, Your Honor.
That's okay.
Uh-oh. Let me stop sharing. Okay, let's try to open this another way. There we go. Okay. Open in browser.
I'm sorry about that, Judge.
That's okay. That's okay. I needed to see the financial statement anyway. While she's doing that, Mr. Martinez,
Yes, ma'am.
you stated that you started working for HEB about 3 weeks ago.
Yes, ma'am.
And your real estate license, you still have it, right?
It's probably gonna get put on hold.
I just need a
No,
yes or no.
yes, correct.
Okay. All right. And do you recall if in 2024, did you sell any homes? And I don't need an exact amount, but did you at least sell one home in 2024?
Yes, ma'am, correct.
Okay. How about two homes in 2024?
Correct.
All right. Do you recall, only if you recall and you remember, if it would have been more than 5 homes
No,
in
ma'am,
2024?
I don't recall, ma'am, no.
Okay. All right, Ms. Urubaso, take it down to August the 31st. There we are. Okay, I see the payments he did make. Scroll up. So if you, all these payments that were made, for example, in 2000, June, May, June, July, and August, Mr. Martinez, you were making them directly, or were they wage withholding?
No,
for-
they were going directly to the child
No,
support.
but were you paying them voluntarily, or were
I
they
was
taking
paying
them
them
from your
voluntarily,
paycheck?
yes,
Okay.
correct.
All right, so I see here, I'll stop right there, Ms. Urubaso. I see here that in May, the payments came in. March and April, January, February, March, and April of 2024, there were no payments. November and December of 2024, there were none. I do see that large payment in October.
You'd like me to scroll up, Your Honor?
Yeah, to 2023, I think they asked him those questions.
2024 here.
There's a payment in June that you scrolled by that I
Yeah, I got, hold on, of 2024. That was a payment of 3,849. So,
and then medical support was 151.
right, so from July, go down, Ms. Urubaso. July, there was no payment. Stop right there. August and September, there were none. But there was one of $1,000 in October. And then November and December of 2024, there was none. There was, and then January, February, and March of 2025, but then he picked them up again in May of 2025. He was making payments. All right, and then go to 2023, because Mr. White has questioned him about 2023. So December, well, stop right there. It's fair to say he made a payment in September. So October, November, and December of 2023, which is what he was questioned on. Okay. And then June through August. All right. All right. Thank you, Ms. Urubaso. I know, Mr. Juarez, you came out with a different amount, but it wasn't by much. you all stipulated to the child support's arrears of 35,229 and 27 cents, with medical of 24,227 and 47. Your total that you questioned her on, Mr. Juarez, was 59,527 as it was set out in your motion. It's a little bit different, but I'm assuming your 59,000 would have included just child support or medical support.
No, Judge, it would have included both, but I don't know if the difference is that he made a payment like 2 days ago. It's like a $300 difference.
Because your motion alleges that in July of 2025, and you asked her about it, if I'm not mistaken, you were alleged, her testimony was
59,527 with 37 cents. Yeah. With 37, and that's what my exhibit shows, Judge.
But is that just child support?
No, that's both
Okay.
medical
Didn't
and
question on her. You just went down the child support payments, but when you look at that amount,
yes, Your Honor, that's correct.
all right. And Mr. Martinez, in your license, you still had your license. I questioned you about 2020. You have it now, and you had already given testimony about houses that you sold in this year, 2025. You testified you at least sold 2 houses in 2024. How about in 2023? You did have your real estate license in
Yes, ma'am, I did.
2023? Do you remember approximately how many houses you
I
sold?
don't recall, Judge.
Okay. Would it have been more than 5?
Maybe around 5.
Okay, you're just not sure of the exact number.
That is correct, Judge.
All right. Ms. Poteet, do you have any, I interrupted you because you needed a moment, but do you, you may continue.
It's okay, Judge. Thank you. So, we've already discussed, what your motivation is, right?
Yes, ma'am.
But just moving forward, you do have plans to downsize some of your assets, correct?
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
And that is based on what your new income is, correct?
That is correct. Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Is it fair to say that your lifestyle prior to 2019, when you had a more booming real estate business, is completely different from your lifestyle now?
I mean, it's different. Yes.
Okay. And the home, did you purchase that with your wife?
With my wife, correct.
So that is a community asset?
Yes, that is correct.
Was that purchased in the last year?
Yes, we've had it for 2 years, I believe.
Okay. And so who is the financial backbone of your family right now?
My wife.
And what has she been the financial backbone of your family since 2019?
No, since 2021, 2020.
So 2020 to 2021 was when there was a shift.
That is correct. Yes.
Okay. So you were unable to meet the minimum reasonable needs of you and your family around that time, correct?
That is correct. I'm behind on my mortgages and so, yes.
What was the time frame, Ms. Poteet?
2020, 2021.
Okay, got it.
You're behind on your mortgage. How behind are you?
6 months, 5
Okay.
months.
Okay. Have you received notices?
It's owner finance through the owner, and so he's working with us so that we can kind of keep the house.
Okay, so you are working with the lender to modify your payments so it's something that you can afford.
With the owner finance, correct. He's an owner. It's a man that owns a house, and so
So he's financing.
that is correct. Yes.
Okay, so this isn't something that you had to go out and get a bank to obtain a
No.
loan or anything.
Correct.
Okay, so he's workable with you.
He is. Yes.
So that is why you're able to pay at least 50% of your paycheck towards
That is
child.
correct. Yes.
So you're doing everything you can on your end to
Yes, ma'am.
reduce your expenses.
Yes.
Okay. Do you fear that you might lose your home if you continue to be to owe money on that mortgage?
That is correct.
Okay. Do you have some time before that happens?
I'm working with him. Yes, that is correct.
Okay. Um, and very briefly, just because I forgot to bring this up earlier, but very briefly, did you have an interaction with Miss Leclerc since 2019?
I did. One interaction in particular, correct.
Okay, when did that interaction occur?
Maybe about 2-3 years ago, I was at La Cantera Mall with my wife, and we were at a shop outside one of those kiosks, and she came up to me and my wife, and she started yelling at us,
Objection, Your
me-
Honor, relevance.
telling me that I needed to
Well,
pay child
hold on,
support.
Mr. Martinez,
sorry.
relevancy, Ms. Potteet,
Your Honor, I just
towards
wanted
the
to,
enforcement.
yes, I just wanted to circle back. I should have laid a better foundation, but I wanted to circle back to retaliation when I was questioning Miss Leclerc.
You could, but I don't think that it's relevant because I think on an enforcement, you just need an order with the obligated to pay. And in this case, it was through the disbursement unit. If it was retaliation, I mean, I don't see it. So, objection sustained.
That's okay, Your Honor. Okay, and just to wrap it all up, Mr. Martinez, at this time, you are asking the court so you can pay $800 monthly towards your child support medical support arrears,
Yes,
and that is through garnishment of wages, correct?
correct. Yes,
And you would like, once you obtain that second job that you're applying for, you would like garnishment of wages of that job as well.
that is correct. Yes,
You will maintain the Office of Attorney General appraised of that job.
that is correct. Yes.
No further questions, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Martinez, the GLE 350 Mercedes, I know you said that your wife drives it and she pays for it, I believe, but whose name is it under?
They're under my wife's names.
Okay, but you purchased it during the marriage, correct?
That is correct. Yes,
All right, how about the C300 Mercedes? Whose name is that under?
that's hers. That was hers.
Okay, and you also purchased it during the marriage?
No,
Or she had it before?
she's a little bit before. Correct.
Okay, how about the Honda Civic?
That is my son's, my 21-year-old, my son.
It's his car.
That is his car.
All right. And it's under his name.
No, that one was under my name, but I went through one of those high finance banks.
Okay.
And so he's
So
the
it's
one.
under your name, but it's his vehicle. He
That is
uses it.
correct. Yes,
All
Judge.
right. Do you have any follow-up questions, Mr. Juarez?
Just briefly, last year, how much did you make, Mr. Martinez?
I don't recall, sir.
More or less, just give me a ballpark figure.
I don't recall.
Yeah, just
Did you
just
file
a
an income
ballpark.
tax return, Mr. Martinez?
No, ma'am.
You haven't filed it for
No, ma'am.
2020? No?
I haven't filed my taxes. No, ma'am.
Did you make more than $10,000?
Maybe. I don't recall. Yes.
Are you just not telling the truth, Mr. Martinez?
Sir, I
Objection,
swear
Your
under
Honor.
oath, sir.
Objection sustained.
Okay,
It's
I swear
argument.
under oath.
No further questions, Judge.
All right. Based on the testimony that the court has received, the court, first of all, is granting the child
Oh, Judge,
support.
I'm sorry, Judge. I apologize, Judge. I still had one more witness,
Who is the
and it
other
was
witness?
myself, because under these types of enforcement, because of the large amount that's owed, I'm entitled to attorney's fees, Judge.
Can we bring that up in a little
Yes,
bit?
yes, that's fine. That's fine.
All right. Based on the testimony that the court has received, and I am looking at your court file, Mr. Martinez, this is your first time on an enforcement. You don't have any prior enforcement, so that's good news. But the court is finding that the arrears that are owed as of August the 31st is $35,229.27 in child support, $24,227.47 in medical support. I will give you a payment plan. The court is finding that you have not been following the child support court order as obligated. So the court is sentencing you to 6 months in the county jail. But we're going to defer it. The court finds that you did not pay for November the 1st, December the 1st of 2023, January, February, and March of 2024. I know there was plenty of evidence about these 2,700 days and the 15 violations at 180 days, but the family code states I can only incarcerate you for up to 6 months, not more. So the court is sentencing you to 6 months in the county jail, but we're going to defer it. What all that means is you're going to be placed on probation, Mr. Martinez, and I'm going to give you a payment plan. And I will explain that to you in a little bit. The court further finds that you also did not pay the medical support. So for those months, you did not pay $628 in child support plus the medical support. There were other payments that you did pay, as your attorney brought out, but they were not those 5 specific months, okay? The court is going to give you the payment plan, $400 towards the child support arrears and $400 towards the medical. That's what you're going to pay. The court is ordering you to pay a lump sum towards the child support arrears of $5,000 and $3,000 towards the medical arrears. So that's a total of an $8,000 payment. The court finds the child has emancipated, so he's already over 18, and the statute of limitations is obviously at issue here. What we're going to do is we're going to have you come back on December to give you time to save that up, Mr. Martinez, the lump sum. So your payments of $400 towards the past due child support and $400 on the medical support arrears, that is going to be starting October, November, and then we'll come on December the 16th, 2025 for the lump sum. Okay? The lump sum of $8,000. That gives you time to save it up.
Yes, Judge.
If either side wishes to appeal the decision, you can. You've got 3 business days. 3 business days from the date that I signed it. However, I'll let your attorney, Ms. Petit, talk to you about that, because these are not final orders yet, but the family code sets what you can do on an enforcement. I'm going to give you time to bring in the lump sum. Now, here's the issue, Mr. Martinez, but I'm going to get the assistance of your attorney. Because we're doing this virtual, you're waiving your right to an in-person hearing. That lump sum, you're going to have to send at least a week before. And Ms. Poteet, if you could just help him get the number of the money order, get everything so that we can track that payment. Because hopefully if he sends it through the disbursement unit, or the other thing, as an officer of the court, Ms. Poteet, because my experience is when we grant lump sums, the non-custodial parent has to come up with it and is usually waiting, to the very last minute to come up with lump sums. As an officer of the court, and I'm sure Mr. Juarez will agree with me, if he gets the money ordered to you on the date of the hearing date, to where you can confirm with me that he left it with you, then obviously we can do it that way. Mr. Juarez, if you'll allow me to do it that way.
Yes, Your Honor. I just want to make sure that I understand this correctly. By December 16th, he will have had to have paid $8,000 plus $800 on October?
No, the court
or...
is placing him on a deferred commitment. I am sentencing him to 6 months in the county jail today, but we're going to defer it. We're coming back on December the 16th. In order for him to stay out of jail, he has to pay $800 towards those arrears for the month of October, November, and then on December the 16th is when he gets to his attorney the $8,000.
Okay, and so so I just want to make sure we're both on the same page, Judge. So aside from the $8,000, if he fails to make aside from that on October payment of $800, or November payment of $800, then he will be in contempt, correct?
No, he is being found in contempt today.
Contempt,
What'll
okay,
happen if he doesn't, when we're here on the 16th, so and your attorney will explain to you, Mr. Martinez, so what you have to do is October the 1st, or shortly after October the 1st, you send in $800 through the disbursement unit. And then November 1st, another $800 towards the disbursement unit. So when we come in December, they're gonna report to me whether you made it for October and November. If
Okay.
you sent in those two payments
Mhm.
through the disbursement unit
Mhm.
and you bring the lump sum of 8,000, you will not go to jail. We close the case. And Ms. Leclerc, I can't add the December payments to that because since we're coming back on the 16th, he still has 2 more weeks to obviously send the December's payment. Okay? And what we can do, Mr. Juarez, I told you we could bring up the attorney's fees. The attorney's fees are mandatory if you file a motion.
yes,
However, we can bring your attorney's fees up in December, so that allows Ms. Poteet to review your invoices. So if you could file your fees in way of an invoice, file them, send her copies of it, so that if we need to have a hearing on how much attorney's fees, she'll be able to question you on it after she receives the invoice. So we'll just
Yes,
take
ma'am.
that up in December. Is that okay, Ms. Poteet?
Yes, just clarification, he's gonna need to file a motion and then provide those invoices over to me.
Yes.
not
Yeah,
a
I
motion,
mean, you
Judge, I
could
already
say
filed.
you're not, you could say that they're not called for, whatever you want to say. We'll have a hearing on the attorney's fees, Mr. Juarez, okay?
Judge, I don't need to file a motion because it's already in my motion.
You can, I don't know how, if you just, I don't know if you just want to file invoices just like that.
Oh, yes, yes, Your Honor, I
Because
will,
Mr. Vielma needs to track it, so what you could do is,
Yes.
I agree with her, file the motion and attach the invoices,
yes, Your Honor. Okay.
all right?
Yes, Your Honor.
And we will be back here on December the 16th. Now, Mr. Martinez and your attorney's gonna help me with this. Make sure you show up. In
December
addition to
16th.
giving her the money, make sure you show up. If you fail to show up on December the 16th, then I can issue an order out for your arrest. So if you're having trouble logging on, get to her office. I don't know if you all are in the same location, San Antonio, but make sure you show up, Mr. Martinez, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, Judge.
All right, if either one of you wishes to appeal it, you can. You've got 3 business days from the date that I signed the order. You filed something, and that's business days. That doesn't include weekends. But both of you have attorneys, so you all can have them explain that to you. But I just have to give you the notice that you have that right on the record. So we will see everybody on December 16th.
Judge, just out of, I just want to make sure that I understand this correctly. So he's, as a tentatively as of right now, he is placed on probation for 3 months from now to December?
It's a
Is that-
deferred. It's a deferred until he's being sentenced to 6 months in the county jail. But we're going to defer the actual incarceration until December the 16th. So you will, and I'm glad you're bringing it up, Mr. Juarez, you'll have to prepare the order.
It's a deferred, but it's only until December 16th.
So
Okay.
like a deferred adjudication.
Yes. And so the language has to be on the order that I'm finding him in contempt. I'm sending him to jail for 6 months. But we're gonna,
Is it for each
it's a
violation or 6 months in
compliance
total?
it's a compliance. He's gonna come in on December the 16th for compliance to see if he has met the conditions of his probation, which are
Right.
$800 for October, $800 for November, and the lump sum.
And he's being held in contempt for 6 months for each violation to run
180
together
days.
or
And
total?
you have to set out the months that the court found he didn't pay, which was November and December of 2023 and January through March of 2024. And so you have to set out that language, those months in connection with the 180 days.
Right, and it's for every violation, is it 180 days to run
Total,
together or is it all together?
Total. I
Okay.
can't send him to jail for more than 6 months. It is set out in the family code under the enforcement section.
Yes, John.
And it does tell you what the order has to say,
Okay,
okay? And
All right,
if you
Judge.
file it, I will prepare it. Know that it has to be done before we come in December, obviously.
yes, Your Honor.
All right.
Your
You
Honor,
all
on
All
that,
right,
Your Honor, just for the Office of the Attorney General's clarification, we are also
You're gonna
taking a
prepare the
judgment.
confirmation of arrears,
Okay,
Ms. Urubaso.
thank you.
And what cost will be assessed to the obligor on the arrears, because he does owe the money, okay?
Yes, yes, Your Honor. Okay,
All right.
thank you for the
There being nothing-
clarification.
Yeah, there being nothing further, you all are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.